Hello and welcome to Jomboy and Jake TV. On today's Friday episode of Watchin' Whatever, we will be watching 3's A Crowd. Last week, we asked you to put in the comments the shows you wanted. I believe this one got crowdsourced all the way to the top. Once I read the premise, I was like, we got to do it, Jake. It's basically the Newlywed Game, but with a husband, a wife, and the husband's assistant or secretary to see who knows him better. The secretary or the wife?
The old work-wife game. That's a slippery slope.
Oh, yeah. So let's just dive right in because this is it's a full-hour show.
From the Chuck Barris stages in Hollywood, California, it's 3's A Crowd. The game that determines who knows the husband best, his wife or his secretary. And now, let's meet the husband.
Yeah, what year is
husband
this?
Number one is
79.
the owner of his own business, and he prays that his business won't fall off. He's Jesse Fontanet.
Jesse.
Husband number two is the
Good luck,
president
Jesse.
of one business, the senior vice president of another business, and his favorite position at home is none of your business. Welcome, Bard Bizarre.
They didn't answer.
Okay.
Husband number three is a rock hound, which means every Saturday he puts on a St. Bernard suit and gets his rocks off the driveway with his teeth. He's Fowler Hawks.
He's a
Fowler Hawks?
rock columnist? Is that what his job was?
Fowler Hawks?
I mean, I feel like that's a fake rock columnist name.
That guy's everything I want to be in an old man. Oh, there I am.
We're going to find out very soon who really knows him best, his wife or his secretary. The team that does, the wives of the secretaries will divide up $1,000 in cash. I got the question.
This guy was the obvious host for 3's Company or whatever this is.
Time to play 3's A Crowd. Husbands, you know your wives and secretaries are secluded backstage. When they come back, they're going to try to match up their answers with yours. Every time they do that, we give them a point. Gentlemen, here's your first question. When it comes to sex with your secretary, have you been holding yourself back or letting yourself go? Foul?
What?
And freeze.
What? We said we didn't want to pause it as much because it's a long show, but what? That's the
early
opener?
plot twist.
That's the...
Let's find out, because it seems like the answer would be holding back.
Yeah, this is basically,
Okay.
have you been cheating on your wife is the opening question to this show.
Who?
Oh, my God.
Fowler?
I've been holding myself back.
Okay. Bard?
Holding myself back.
Jesse?
Holding myself back.
Three of a
Okay.
kind. Gentlemen, when your secretary joins you...
Did that guy look scared to you,
I'm going to have
Jesse?
her ask you, in the sexiest way she can, for a permanent $5 a week raise. Now, this is for real. Our whole viewing audience is witnesses to this. The question is, when she asks you that in the sexiest way she can, are you going to say yes to that raise, or are you going to turn her down? Remember, talking for real. Bard?
I'm going to turn her down.
You're going to turn her down no matter what she says to you or how she says it.
That's it.
Jesse?
The answer is no.
You're going to turn her down.
Turn her
You're
down.
a tough man, Jesse. Fowler?
The answer is yes.
Good for you. All right.
All right.
You can't wait
Fowler.
for her to start.
Yeah, but she had a
I mean,
$10
and by the
coming
way,
next
if you're
week
watching
anyway,
this,
so-
yes.
But she settled for $5, fine.
Gentlemen, the very last
Did you hear that?
time Your wife
She had a
refused
$10 raise coming her, so if she settles for $5, that's great.
Good
to make
deal.
whoopee
It's
with
good
you.
business.
What did you do instead?
Yeah, I mean,
Jesse?
some sexist overtones from the period. The fact
yeah.
that the assistant is female, that these guys all have one, and they all are interested in having sex with them.
They've been holding back, though.
Yeah, that's good.
I think this last question was brutal as well.
Anyway, so but she settled for $5, fine.
Gentlemen, the very last time your wife refused to make whoopee with you, what did you do instead? Jesse?
Went to sleep.
Went to sleep. Fowler?
Watched the ball game.
Okay.
There you
Bard?
go, Fowler.
Seduced her.
Oh!
Oh, yeah, you did,
Okay.
my friend. If
Gentlemen,
there's someone who
physically
can
speaking.
seduce,
Now,
it's
we're
that
gonna,
gentleman
one
in the
of these
middle.
wonderful things we can do on this show, we're going to give your wife your secretary's chest. Now, what else would you like her to have from your secretary, physically speaking?
Oh,
Fowler?
God.
Her smile.
Her smile. No, the judge says that's not
That's
physical.
not
we
it.
need no,
Okay.
that's an attribute. but
Her lips.
her lips.
Her
Now
lips.
you're talking. Bard?
This is...
Her eyes.
Her eyes.
Fuck
Okay,
that.
Jesse.
Her shortness. Her height.
Her height. Shorter. Okay, thank you for your answers. We'll be right back and find out how well
The only way out of that is if, like, say your secretary has like really nice hair and your wife is always like, oh, she's got such beautiful hair. You know, you have to dig deep. Has your wife ever complimented your secretary?
Yeah, I don't know. It's all a train wreck.
Some of these guys are getting divorced.
Right after this message. Stay with us.
Like if the secretary's a lot taller, you could say like legs and just be like, oh yeah, longer legs. You could find a landing area there.
Number 1 is
Everything else
plenty
is a disaster.
sarcastic, but gets away with it because she looks like this.
So what if the secretary
Welcome, Patricia Beck.
says, yeah, well, he has been sleeping with me.
Secretary number 2 drives
Be a
the
hell of a
van
plot
just
twist.
in case she happens to meet 20 guys she'd like to take home for dinner. Here's friendly Colleen Root. Secretary number 3 embarrasses easily, but she'd rather be red than dead. Please greet Shirley Lastly.
Rather be red than
Once
dead.
again, here's
I mean,
Will Beck.
I don't want to be
Ladies and
incredibly
gentlemen,
rude, but
as
that's
you know,
the
we've referred
smile
your
he
answers.
wanted on
You
his
have one of
wife.
those cards on your laps.
It
Every time
was,
your secretary matches your answer, the team receives
lips.
1 point.
His
Gals,
wife- his
the team
wife
with the most
doesn't have
points at the end of the
any
game will
lips.
divide up $1,000 in cash. Good luck to you. Here's your first question. When it comes to sex with you, has your boss been letting himself go or holding himself back? Patricia.
Letting himself go, definitely.
Letting himself go, yeah. He's a pretty romantic guy around the office,
Yeah,
huh?
very romantic.
Yeah, so he's sort of a hugger and
He
chatter?
likes legs. He likes chicken. He likes legs.
He likes legs, I see. Okay. Hi, Jesse. Jesse said... let me
This
see,
dude is
Jesse. He's been
panicking.
holding himself back.
Why would you say that?
It's because that's what I've been doing.
Because we
No,
don't have
Jesse.
Little
sex.
difference of opinion. Well, we'll sort it out later. Colleen,
I mean, this
talking
dude
about
is
Bard and
fucked.
you.
Holding himself back.
Really?
Definitely.
Man of iron resolve,
That's
isn't he? He said he's been holding himself back.
Thank you, dear.
Shirley,
Is this a real show?
what about Fowler?
Letting himself go.
Letting himself go. Fowler told us he's been holding himself
Do they
back.
mean like
Tell you
being
why.
I think like
flirty?
like the
Shirley.
host insisted like
You
they
or Fowler?
hug a lot and they like creep
The
like
woman's
borderline
always right.
sexual
I'll
harassment.
go along with that. Next question. I want you to listen to this real carefully, gals. Each of you, I want each of you to turn to your boss in turn as I call on you, and in the sexiest way you can, any way you want to, ask him for a permanent $5 a week raise. And guys, remember, you can't respond to her in any way. I want you to look straight ahead right now. Get practice, hold both hands on those cards, and you're going to be just like statues for me.
This is a train
Gals,
wreck.
Obviously, your boss has already given his answer. So after you ask for that raise, then I'm going to ask you, did he say yes or no, knowing that you were going to ask it in the sexiest way you could think of?
Oh my god,
Now,
they're gonna
are
make
you ready
him
to turn on your
act it
charm?
out.
Okay? Colleen, I'm going to start with you. Ask him for that raise.
Now, Bard, you know I'm worth at least $5 a week, Grace. Don't you? Huh? Don't you think I'm worth $5 a week? He said no.
That was pretty good.
Bard said,
And not for nothing,
No.
I don't want shots fired at her, but not very
but
sexy.
he sure enjoyed the way you asked.
I think she handled
it was-
that well.
Your turn.
It was a cute.
Just lay it on him.
Right here?
Right here.
These people might just start
You,
going
Fowler,
at it.
eyes locked out there, straight ahead. Don't you react.
That's not fair.
I know, but that's the way you gotta
Fowler
be.
Hawks.
How
Fowler
about that raise
Hawks.
you were promising me? Remember? I got the raise.
You got it. He said yes. Fowler said yes. There it is.
Did they almost
Witnesses,
kiss?
Shirley. Patricia.
I mean,
your
they
turn. You
have.
know this romantic guy. Sexiest way you can, Patricia.
Jesse, remember that night we're out on the beach? I asked you for that raise. What about it? I think he said no.
You think he said no after all
I mean,
of
this guy
that, huh?
is crying
Yes,
on
he
the
said.
inside.
What about the night on the beach?
Yeah, this guy, he's
Couldn't
just
help you out there,
in
gals.
tears,
I wanted to get a little
panicking.
more money for you. The last time, the very last time, your boss's wife refused to make whoopee with him, what did he do instead? Shirley?
Don't say called me.
Came over to my house?
Came over to your house. Okay. Fowler told us. No, put it down. Put it down. That's just the first one. And he watched a ball game. What about this going over to her house, Fowler?
Before.
That was
Patricia?
some ball game.
What did Jesse do last time?
Dude,
Charlene
what
said,
is
Not
this?
tonight. Got a headache.
Make photo transfers on T-shirts, probably.
Photo transfers on T-shirts.
Is that his
Lighting lights,
job?
Jesse said.
I hope that's
He went to
his,
sleep.
I hope that's his job.
Colleen, what about Bart?
I mean, what's that mean? Like he makes his own T-shirts?
Knowing
Yeah.
Bard, he probably went sailing.
went sailing.
Well, it was bon voyage, but
Yeah?
no.
Well, Bard said, let me see the top card. He seduced her
Hilarious
anyway.
joke.
Did you know he was that,
You know
that
me
much of a
better
lady
than that.
killer?
No, but I'm sure Joy had more to say about it than that. Yeah.
Not with a glass of rum.
Yells physically speaking.
I think they're
physically
the
speaking,
they're
we're-
the obviously they're the only one that's kind of like being normal, right? Like playful, but they're. I mean, the other two have admitted to fucking.
Basically, yes. Yeah, I don't know. Tough to jump into this time period right now.
How is there 30
it-
more minutes of
We're
this?
going to give
I don't know. I'm worried.
your boss's wife your chest. Now, what
Jesus.
else would he like his wife to have from you? Patricia, physically now.
My hips.
Your hips. Okay, Jesse said her height. Your height.
My height.
I like him saying.
What is it about her hips that you figure he'd rather see yours?
Well, I figured since he liked legs, he would like hips, all that going together.
Yeah, that's
Height.
as I recall. Yeah. Colleen?
Basic science.
This guy's so scared.
My eyes.
I'm hoping his wife
eyes.
looks
Bard told us
just
he
like
would like
his secretary.
Your eyes. There you go. There's a match for our secretary.
Okay.
Shirley, what about Fowler?
It's like good and bad.
Height.
Imagine if she
height.
says my hair.
Okay. Fowler said he would love to see your lips on her. In just a moment, it's going to be threes a crowd as we bring
Oh my God, that beat. I'm blushing for these people, Jake. I'm
I
so-
just don't know how this ends.
John?
It's a dude. This is a
Some
this.
of our guests on Three's
Why do you
Crowd
sign up
select
for this?
From the Zeeb Moisture
They.
Bakery.
I mean,
Right now,
Like, if you're any member of this crew, the assistant, the husband, or the wife, I don't get why you're signing up for this.
you know, unless it's a bait and switch. You know, we're doing a documentary. Actually, it's a game show. Do you still want to participate? Because the middle or Jesse, he got duped. I mean, his life's about to be over. He's going to lose his assistant and his wife. There we go.
Now it's time for Johnny Jacobs to introduce our three wives. John, please.
Okay, Jim, wife number one is a printer who works on a printing press and is capable of squat lifting the entire alphabet.
Yeah, he's a printer.
Welcome,
so I'm
Charlene
guessing
Fontanet.
T-shirt.
Wife number two was once on the Newlywed Game where I, the famous Johnny Jacobs, said, please greet Joy Bizarre.
See, I think
Go ahead,
his
Joy,
assistant's
yeah.
more of a daughter figure, and that's even why she did the sexy voice. It was more like a cute, like, daughter trying to get
Yeah.
Her
dad's
favorite
love.
homegrown dish is aphid souffle.
Oh, boy.
Welcome, May Hawks.
Oh boy.
Now back
Okay.
to you, Jim.
Thank you, John. Wives, as you
That
know, every
crew-
time you
I
match
think
your husband's
that
answer, your team
whole
receives a
crew
point,
has
and
slept
that's important
together,
because
if
the
I'm
team
being
that
honest.
points at the end of the game will divide up $1,000 in cash. Good luck to you. Here's your first question. When it comes to sex with his secretary, has your husband been holding himself back or letting himself go?
I mean, this is.
May?
Has he been, well, in the first place, he's sexy 8 days a week. And I have him at home usually in the evening, about 8:30, 9 o'clock. Whenever Shirley lets him go from the office, she's very good about sharing him. I would say he doesn't hold himself back, but I think she's got a little, I think she's holding out for more money. So I would say that there's been no sex between them. Not that he wouldn't like to try, but she won't play the game for what he's paying her.
He's been holding himself back then.
Yes,
Okay.
Involuntarily.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
Fowler said that he's been holding himself back. There's a match.
That's the way
You
it
know
is.
it. You
What was all of that?
Shirley, tell her what you said.
He's not holding back.
Oh, would you like to talk about the bonus bit again?
You said that he's been letting himself go.
Well, all I can say is if he can take care of her and me both, he's better than I thought he was after all these years.
Joy, what about Bard? Holding himself back or letting himself go?
I know he said holding himself back because when he gets in bed at night, he tells me about this fantastic fantasy, which I think a lot of men have, and that's to throw one over one shoulder and one over the other and march us both into the boardroom.
Dude, what?
And there... No, that's okay. Bard told us that he's been holding himself back.
Do you need a pause?
No.
But would you like to hear what Colleen told us?
I don't know.
Colleen, tell her what you said.
I said he was holding himself back.
Oh.
Yeah. Charlene?
Well, that's good news.
I don't know. Jesse could probably the ear all day long. And considering what he has to work with over there, he better have said holding himself back.
Holding himself back, okay. Jesse said he's been holding himself back, right?
She's pissed about the whole...
You've got him pegged, haven't you?
That's right.
You know this guy.
That's right.
Oh, no.
Patricia, why don't you tell Charlene what you said?
He hasn't been holding himself back.
You know what? If he haven't, you two deserve to be together because you will be together.
Oh, we've spent enough time together.
Oh, yeah, and you will be spending more, honey. They have divorce court. You go to the divorce court is full of ladies just like yourself.
Next question. Ladies, while you were secluded off stage,
Oh, my God,
your
what is
husband's
this?
secretary asked your husband, in her sexiest way, for a permanent $5 a week raise. Now, this isn't a joke. This is a real verbal commitment for a raise now, witnessed by our whole viewing audience.
I mean, it can't
All you
be
have to do
held
is tell me,
accountable
did
by
your
law.
husband say yes to that raise?
Not a legal
or did
man,
he
but
say
I
no
don't know
to
the
that
rules
raise?
on
Joy,
this.
what about Bard? Did he say yes or no?
I think Bard said no because he's a tough boss. And
I'm glad you said boss.
Hey, how about the mother, the daughter vibe that I said that I thought was good until the wife was actually like, nah, he talks about fucking both of us all the time, every night.
Yeah, guy stuff.
Said
Yeah, I mean, it feels like the middle couple here, like they knew what they were getting into and they were confident, but his wife kind of gets that she's younger. I mean, this couple number one
She was
here
asking in her sexiest way.
is having a bad
Before you
time.
got here, for that raise, did he
This
say
is a
yes or
divorce
no?
and a firing.
He said no. All right, Jesse said no. And Charlene said no, he won't give me the raise.
There's no way she's going to get a raise.
Right, but you should have seen the way she asked.
I don't care.
Well,
She's
he
not getting
said
another
that-
damn dime, I can tell you that.
Well, he spent enough
She got her
afterwards
last
anyway.
paycheck this week.
May, now you got the picture, right? Fowler and
Fired.
Shirley sitting out here by
She got
themselves. And she went
And
to
I
work
mean,
that
this
night. What
gang,
Did he say, yes or no?
they're
Well, he's a real softy. He's tough at home. She can have prime rib for lunch, and I get DW once every 3 weeks for dinner. It's that type of a deal at our place. And all I hear is how great Shirley is. He couldn't work in the office without her.
Yes or no, May?
From the way she's dressed, I'd say, yes. He probably said, whatever you want, sugar babe, just don't leave me.
That's it, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Fowler said, whatever
all
you
right,
want,
starting to
sugar
get
babe.
weird on the right.
I think
She
that...
got that raise.
Oh, did he just not kiss her?
Ladies,
Weird.
I
think that
I want
they're
you to
just...
tell me the very
They're just
last
old.
time
She's
you
like, hey,
refused to
you
make
still have a
whoopee with
sex
your
drive, I
husband.
don't.
Yeah.
What
Do
did he
whatever the
do
fuck you
instead?
want, Fowler.
Charlene
He just threatened me.
just threatened you.
He threatened to go out and get another but it's no big deal. There's nowhere he can go.
Jesse said that the last time he just turned over and went to sleep.
What the hell? You threaten me all the time. All right, baby.
Tell her what you said, Patricia.
I said he...
What? You said what? I didn't hear that.
She said that he just went and made photo transfers on some T-shirts.
That's all it was. A transfer.
Yeah. May.
But he made the transfers at my house.
Well, baby, that's no big deal. That's his profession.
But it wasn't on T-shirts,
Well,
baby.
it was on your then, huh?
Right. I got enough of it.
I bet you did, baby. I hope you enjoyed it.
May?
This guy, like, what
Hi.
the
Last time you you refused. You know the question, May. What did he do?
Well, in the first place, I'm the aggressor at our house. He's tired after being with Shirley all day. So the last time I tried it...
Total misread by you,
Jim.
Jim.
So I got up and gave him 2 Tylenol. I had a glass of wine and went and watched Johnny Carson. I mean, you know.
So what did he do? Last time
Took 2 Tylenol, went to sleep.
he took 2 Tylenol, went to sleep. Fowler said that he watched the ball game on television.
Well, no, I think the television was at Shirley's house, but that's another whole game, isn't it, sweetheart?
Shirley, tell May what you said. She said he came right over to her house.
I hope you've been saving your money, honey.
Joy?
I don't know what's going on with that couple.
And he threatened that he was going to
thought
go out
they
to
were
the
all in
nearest
the
bar
same
and pick up a
team? Now
chick,
I don't
and he got
know.
up on board, started to go down the stairs, and fell in the water.
Romantic that he is, yes. Bard said...
Water.
How did
bar
that...
and pick up a chick, and he goat. And he threatened that he was going to go out to the nearest bar and pick up a chick, and he got up on board, started to go down the stairs, and fell in the water.
Romantic that he is, yes. Bard said he seduced you anyway.
How did you seduce me?
All it takes is a glass of rum, you know that.
I don't remember the rum.
You don't remember the other either, obviously.
Colleen said he went sailing all by himself.
Holy smokes, we got so much going on.
Stay with us.
This is a bad time period in American history.
I mean...
Welcome back to Three's a Crowd. Why has it got your final question right here? Physically speaking, we're going to give you...
I don't know...
Your husband's
I don't know what to
secretary's
say
chest.
about this shit, man.
Now, physically speaking, what
Like,
else
I
of
think
hers
we almost
would he
can't.
like to see on you? Remember, he's already got her chest. You've already got her chest. Charlene, what else of Patricia's would Jesse like to see on you?
I don't know. Jesse has never really wanted me to look like a cow, so... It would have to be her feet, because that's the only attractive feature that she has going for
her feet. He'd like to see her feet on. Jesse told us he would like to see her height.
Oh, please.
He likes small.
You know, like...
I just said if you already got, you know, those and, you know, just a little bit shorter, that's all.
You know what? Don't talk to me.
Patricia, tell Charlene what
I
you
like
said
this lady.
Yours would look much better on her than her own.
Well, I said my hips, since you don't have any. I mean, you know.
I have just enough of everything. When God packaged me, he did the right thing. He knew what he was doing.
No, baby.
Oh, yes,
No,
baby.
you're looking at what it takes.
Oh,
right
no,
here.
that's why you're over there and
What
I'm
do you
over
like,
here,
Jesse?
Mama.
What do you like?
Joy?
You better tell her what you like.
You better shut up.
Joy?
What do you like?
What else of Colleen's would he like to see on you?
I don't know if I can concede here, but I'd say tuckus.
Tookus.
Whoa!
Yes, I think I know what that means.
Yeah.
Bard said he would like to see her eyes on you.
Honestly, I think
Well, I couldn't
butt
think of
is
anything
better
else that
than
was
eyes.
innocent, but it's all right.
Yeah.
But you like tuckus.
Colleen, tell Joy what you said.
I'm satisfied with yours.
I said my eyes.
May? Or what else would he like to see if her
That was like the first moment she had, like, well, fuck. How did you guys
Yeah.
be on the same page there? His answer was good. He said, I just couldn't think of anything else, so I just said eyes, babe.
Yeah, but when she gets it right, then you
Yeah,
know it's not that.
This whole game's kind of fucked up anyway. I just said eyes.
What about that guy, huh?
I mean, Jesse's in a whirlwind of pain right now.
In the
It's
first place,
over
I don't
for
want her
Jessie.
chest. I like what I've got. She's got a nice personality.
Physically speaking, something that he would like to see.
Physically speaking.
Right.
Oh, her ears aren't bad.
Her ears, okay.
It's
a good wife answer.
Fowler said he wished you had her lips.
Oh.
And Shirley just said height.
Do for you, sweetheart.
Let's take a look at the score. Secretaries with 5 matches, wives with 6 matches. Our wives are the winners. Congratulations.
I mean,
What happens next?
what did they think was gonna... Okay, she's
This is
clapping,
Jim
she's
Peck.
having a
Join
good
us next time right
What?
here on Three's a Crowd. If we're still here, bye-bye.
Was this the first attempt at, like...
That's the end of the
Trying-
show?
Who won?
Hold the fuck up. That's... Who won?
Oh!
And Shirley just said height.
Do for you, sweetheart.
Let's take a look at the score. Secretaries with 5 matches, wives with 6 matches. Our wives are the winners. Congratulations.
So the wives beat the secretaries.
This is Jim Peck. Join us next time right here on 3's a Crowd. If we're still here, bye-bye.
If we're still here. So, A, the host knows this was like a one and done.
Okay.
Was this their attempt at creating like the Jerry Springer type environment of like conflict?
I don't know, but okay, so I'm reading now. It says this is episode 1, right? And
Yep.
then if there's a second episode, wait, hold on. It's the same people. Let's keep going.
Okay.
For that raise, did he say yes or no?
Hell no.
Oh, no, it's the same thing?
Same thing.
What is it?
No big deal. There's nowhere he can go.
Jesse said that the last time he just turned over and went
Okay, so it's the same thing again. All right, man. So, like, that show is just... Let's ruin people's lives on TV for no gain. Like, no one won a prize. There was no final round. No one felt good at the end. There was... What a bizarre thing.
So, I mean, this is Ep 1 of 1.
Yeah, I want to see if this became a thing.
Because, again, like, there's no resolution or solution or anything. Like the wives won. I just don't know. I think
there's 22 episodes.
There's another way to format that's
Oh wait, never mind.
fun.
No. There's not 22 episodes. There's another show called 3's a Crowd, not a game show. I'm trying to see if this ever like... So, dude, this was... I'm trying to find out how long this lasted. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, the over-under is like 3. And I think I take the under.
Yeah. They changed it so there's 3 rounds, it says. Maybe we'll find another one. Like, we needed final thoughts. I need a follow-up. Jesse... I think Jesse had to fire his secretary. Then he had to...
Or fire his wife.
Then his wife divorced him, and then maybe he became addicted to something terrible for him. Because his life just got blended up into like a shit soup.
A little bit. I mean, again, so let's go back in time and we'll skip some of the sexist stuff where we're living in a time period where a lot of guys had assistants that were pretty females that they were close with because they spent all workday with them. And like, as we saw, like a lot of these people already had relationships because like that's, again, kind of the time period. God, I don't know. Like the only thing I have for them is maybe they knew they were on TV, so they're playing it up a little bit. But I mean, yeah, like okay. So what's couples 2 and 3? Let's start there. I mean, we had the couple 2. You have the clearly younger assistant. Mm-hmm. They kind of covered the whole dynamic. Like the wife acknowledged, like, yeah, she's younger. I get that. He's talked about the classic threesome fantasy. Didn't get weird to the end with the eye part, which again, I think that's a big one. Because especially when you acknowledge the younger older thing, you could say like, oh, well, she's younger, she's got a nicer butt. You can kind of cop out on that one.
Yeah. And the
eyes,
fact that she was
I get
scared.
lost in her eyes all the time. Like,
she was scared to tell the wife, I said eyes too. You know?
Right. That's that moment of, I mean, old couple on the end. A lot of weird stuff flying back and forth, but kind of old, kooky 70s swingers.
Dude, there's a lot of these shows.
Jesse, bad time.
There's a lot, and there's a 1-minute video right here.
Okay.
That I'm just gonna play because we're still here anyway.
Sure.
And I'm just so blown away. It's called 3's a Crowd Outrage Fight. And like I just can't believe that this show's real, and I think we have to put it into our reoccurring stream of shows.
Welcome back to 3's a Crowd. Wives, here is your final question. Ladies, I want to know the strangest or most unusual thing that you personally ever did at home that became the talk of your husband's office the next day. And let us begin with Christy.
Oh, I got very, very upset and took an electric carving knife and cut up the carpeting and then took it out in trash bags so the landlord wouldn't know.
Cut up the carpeting?
They calmed me down enough to save the drapes.
Guy told us that the most unusual thing you did at home was what, Guy? You got a little tipsy and disrobed.
Oh. That's not much, not compared to what goes on at the studio.
Joy told us the most unusual thing was the one time you made edible spaghetti.
That's the best thing I make. Just because you can't make spaghetti, Joy, doesn't mean I can't. But I'd appreciate you leaving this stuff out. I make the best
I think this is playful.
She's always been jealous of my spaghetti.
Yeah, I don't know what this show is, but I think that we're gonna have to come back to it at some point.
Yeah, I think we made a mistake with the pilot again. Because is this a new host?
We didn't watch the pilot. It just says that. According to IMDb. No, it's the same host, Sans Perm.
Oh, wow. Good for him.
But I don't know. I was trying to read up about it.
Because the whole set is changed. This seems like a much more advanced.
Maybe we did watch the first episode. But we'll watch another. I mean, I don't know. We just watched a train wreck.
Yeah. There's nothing to comment. I mean, the wreck was the wreck.
That has to be the least amount of words we've ever said in a Watchin series.
Just littered.
Just jaws dropped.
Bad. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's the end of this one. We'll do 3's a Crowd again later on when we can handle it. See ya.